What's up, Facebook friends? It's Cars and Coffee Dave here. Once again, we are live, and this time we're at Titan Motoring. And it's a beautiful Friday. I hope you all are having a great Friday. I know I am. I'm seeing some cool cars already this morning, and I'm immediately going against the production order that we just decided on, but there's this cool Eleanor tribute car that they made here, and we're going to take a closer look at that car here in just a moment. But first, we're going to go on in and say hello to Titan Motoring. Just a quick look of what they've got in and around their parking lot. Share with a couple other local businesses. Here's it's either a G55 or a G63. We'll find out in a second. But there's their nice logo on the door. And then you walk in, and then this is the first thing you see. You see a wall full of wheels. And you also see this pretty cool looking 370. And a lot of modifications on this vehicle. Carbon inserts, I believe, on those wheels. Air suspension, custom interior, custom audio, custom wrap. There's some of that proof of custom audio right there. Look at that. Really good looking stuff. If you guys like this, go like Titan Motoring on Facebook. Go like Cars and Coffee Dave at Cars and Coffee Dave. How you doing, man?
What's up?
I'm Dave. How are you?
Philip.
Philip, nice to meet you, man. So tell us about your shop. What do you guys do?
Well, we do it all. If you walk around and look at these displays, all the displays tell you at the top of the display specifically some of the stuff we do. We pretty much do everything except for paint and body. So everything from wheels, tires, suspension, audio, built-in radars, leather conversions. We specialize in custom fabrication, door panels, consoles, things like that. We've got some of the top fabricators in the country. We were actually just recognized last week as being in the top 12 in the country overall. So that was pretty exciting for us.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And so this is basically the top level of your shop. You've got another level downstairs, and I think you've got a couple bays over there, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick look around, but before we move out of here, got a couple good looking motorcycles right here. And a really nice store in here with all these green lights lighting the way. It reminds me of living back in Las Vegas with all the neon. But can you tell us what we're looking at right here?
This is a Ferrari. This is actually one of Dream Cars cars. So
okay.
Some of you guys are familiar with Music City Dream Cars.
Yeah, so Music City Dream Cars is right here located with Titan Motorsports.
Correct. Yeah, we cohabitate here. So these are some of the rentals here.
Okay. Cool. Well, I don't want to go too off topic, so why don't you take us to where the good stuff is. Oh, and tell us about this. This is like the shop car, like your demonstration vehicle, right?
Yes. So this is our Titan Motoring kind of shop demo vehicle. It basically has everything you can possibly imagine done to it. It's got obviously full audio and a custom wrap. It's got a still-in supercharger, still-in exhaust.
Oh, it's supercharged, really?
Yep. So full air ride, executive air ride from K-Sport. So it's got all the bells and whistles. If you kind of pan up with your camera there and look at the headliner, it's got a Starlight headliner up there.
Oh, what?
So that was all done here in house. Everything on this car was done here in house.
Okay, yeah. So sorry if the audio dropped off there, but Starlight headliner. I knew this car was customized to the hilt. I just didn't realize how ridiculous it was. So I'm going to give you guys another shot of that right there. So how long did it take you guys to do this headliner?
It took a tech about 2 weeks to do that.
And it's all little fiber optic.
Fiber optic lines.
Yeah, and then it looks like you've run different color lights there to get the blue and the white.
Yeah,
and
it's all RGB. You can make any color you want.
Oh, so there's a control in there somewhere? Nice, very nice. And then carbon fiber, pretty much adorning the interior on the wheel, over the instrument cluster and the information console.
Correct. Yeah, that's a tablet that we actually built that whole shroud in the dash.
Oh, you guys built that too, huh?
Yeah, that's not factory.
All right, well, just to give you guys a look at that tablet right there, yeah, that is definitely not factory. Wow. Well, this is a very interesting demonstration vehicle. And then some trick headlights to boot. All right, so we're going to go continue with Philip outside.
One of the things that we get a lot from, let me switch sides here.
Yeah, you're good.
One of the things that we get a lot from people is like, oh, we see you guys working on all these fancy cars, like you wouldn't work on my car. So if you kind of look at our parking lot, there is a lot of different vehicles in our parking lot, from an '01 4Runner and 99 Camry, 54 Bel Air. We've got a Mustang Eleanor replica over there.
And then you've got a 96 SS. You've got, is that a 63 or a 55?
It's a 55. Yep.
Okay, so that you got
Another
a 55
another
AMG.
55 over there.
Another 55. So you guys have cars from all makes and models, all time frames, all eras.
Yep.
And so you can do that customization to anything that's out here, right?
Absolutely. So, one of these cars is here for a strip and retint on the window tint because it's got failing film. Basic radio going in the 4Runner. So
I want to take a quick up close look at Eleanor right
Absolutely.
here before we head on down to where more good stuff is. So yeah, obviously this car caught my eye the second we arrived. It's kind of hard to miss. What's the story with it?
The story with this car is this on the outside, a quick appearance 20-footer, looks like a pretty solid job. As you dig into it, it was done kind of slapped together. Not really sure who or why or what that story was, but
oh, really?
I do know that it's now in our hands to try to make it right. So we're going to be basically redoing the entire vehicle. Just something simple like it's got a 289 that they put Cobra heads on to make it look like a Cobra motor. It's not.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things like that. So it appears like it's there, but we need to start digging.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It was a backyard job, so we're going to make it all right for them and make an investment.
Very cool, very cool. Well, why don't we head this direction?
Yep.
Now, I noticed we were next to the indoor range at Nashville Armory. Do you guys go over there every now and then at lunch and just pop off a few rounds?
Probably more than we should.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, it's right there. I mean, half the trouble in going to the range is that you got to go there, and it takes a lot of time.
So those of you who know who we are know that we actually started down here. So our whole entire business was down bottom here.
Okay.
Our showroom and everything.
So you grew from the basement.
We did. Yeah.
Awesome.
We started from the bottom.
A bootstrap
and now
story.
we're up there. So these are obviously, these are all incoming projects. So these are all awaiting the touch. So we've got everything from Broncos, old Chevys, we got a Ford F100, Starliner, Cadillac.
It's cool to see a lot of classic American stuff here getting modded and resto-modded or just restored to its original condition.
Absolutely.
Nether, old school Mustang.
Yeah, now that one's a genuine Shelby. So.
All right, so let's focus on some cars here. Why don't we go from right to left? So let's start with this DB9 and tell us about what's going on with it.
So DB9, this was a guy's kind of his first big purchase after he got out of college. Doesn't want to get rid of the car, loves it, sentimental value, but has old technology. Just paneling inside is outdated. So we are updating it to a tablet flush in the dash that we're going to be working on. New leather, all the wood grains going, going to be carbon fiber. So just a lot of different upgrades, upgrade the technology and the overall look and feel of the inside, so it'll look like a much newer car. So
similar to that 370 with that custom interior, you're going to put one of those trick tablets in there.
Correct.
And then you're doing leather dash. You're going from wood to carbon fiber, you said?
Correct.
So this car is going to get a little makeover, and that's awesome. That's really cool. Just going to take a quick look at the engine bay. Not a lot of people get to see what's under the hood of a DB9, no matter where they are. Man, that's a good looking engine. So, all right, oogling over. What is next?
We'll move over to this 64 Impala. This car was probably done, I'd say maybe 10 to 15 years ago. We're basically going through the entire car, updating it. It's an LS motor we're putting in here, LS3. We're also rewiring the whole car front to back, full stereo. Taken out, this is a Cali car, so it's got the Dayton wire wheels and the hydraulics. We're changing it, updating it to full air ride. It's going to be all ride tech suspension with airlift air management, and then we're putting on some US Mags 2022 staggered setup just to kind of update the vehicle.
Wow.
So yeah, kind of we're not doing any paint or interior on this. We're basically just updating all the mechanicals.
Yeah.
And getting a good stereo in it.
Wow. Very cool, and convertible as well.
And then from old to new. So Ferrari 458. It's getting a full audio system. Basically, from all appearances, it will appear stock as far as the head unit, doors, and all that, but it'll have all new upgraded audio equipment. Donnie, we're doing audio development stuff in this. Yeah, audio development, speakers, Alpine amplifier, doing a Helix processor. So a lot of shops around here are doing processing. We do a lot of processors here. It basically gives us the ability to plug in a laptop to the car when we're done, and we can tune it to the listener, to the car, and we can really tweak it. So
You can tune the audio system.
what's that?
You can tune the audio system.
Yeah, from a laptop. Yep. So it's a different level of car audio using RTAs.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. So that's what some of these audio guys I told you that are in that top 12. That's one of the reasons. So it's not tuned with a graphic EQ on a screen. It's done on a full laptop with microphones, and it's actually tweaked based on the music preferences of the listener, the actual car acoustics. It's just kind of that next level.
Wow. So if you are a diehard audiophile and you need your car tuned, your car's audio system tuned, that's so cool. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of people think that tuning is your bass, mid, and treble on your head unit. This takes it up about 1,000 notches from there, and just gives us the ability to tweak everything.
Well, it's front and back, left and right, depending on which speakers are blown out. So.
Right.
All right. Well, beautiful example. Sure, the owner is going to be really happy with that car, and we've got something of a monster over here.
So the story with this car, this is the motor that would be in, say, a new Camaro ZL1 supercharged crate engine. So this one's getting retrofitted into this 70 Cutlass. Obviously, when you do that, you got to upgrade suspension, braking, all of that. So that will be all getting done as well. Same like the Impala, doing a full front to back rewire. Obviously, these cars are 40, 50, 60 years old, so we don't try to band-aid wiring that's there. We just start from scratch and update all the electronics, all the technology. Obviously has come a long way in the last 50, 60 years. So
yeah, absolutely.
So you don't want to put a $30,000 motor in a car and then have an electrical problem down the road. So we just rewire them front to back.
Awesome. Well, that is the right way to do it. Do it right the first time. Awesome shop here that you have, Phil. And was there anything else down here that you wanted to show us? Or
well, in the point of where I said I wanted to address it, some people are like, "Oh, I see you guys working on Ferraris. I see you guys working on Mercedes. What about my Honda?" Well, we have a Honda right here that customer bought. It's brand new and didn't come with the blind spot. So we are retrofitting blind spot into that car. That's not a guy that wants to pimp out his car. He just wants a safety feature that didn't come in it. So this is some of the frilly exciting stuff, but we do all that stuff as well. You bought a car, it didn't come with something that your friend's car had. Generally we can retrofit it into the car.
Absolutely. And that's when you're backing out of a space, and so you don't have to turn around and look left or right, which you should always do, is turn around and look behind you, but it's an extra set of eyes, if you would, in the car, monitoring and making sure that no one's coming by too fast and
absolutely
run into you.
That's a new car that didn't come with it. However, there's a lot of people that will have a car that's 5-6 years old, it's paid off, they're thinking about getting a new car, and they will decide to actually put that technology in their older paid off car so they don't need to get a car payment. We see a lot of that, just getting upgraded audio, upgraded technology to make it like a new car without having a $400, $500, $600 car payment every month.
I understand. I put a backup camera in my 740, my 2001 740i, so I could do something very similar to that. Exactly. So next time I decide to resto mod something, I'm going to come on down to Titan Motoring. Now you guys are right here off 65, more or less by Harding Place.
Yep. So we're just off of Sidco. So those of you that know where 100 Oaks is, Armory Drive, Harding Place, we're literally directly between those two exits. So if you're coming from the south, get off at Harding Place. If you're coming from the north, you can get off at Armory. And we're just a couple miles off the interstate.
All right, and your website
is www.titanmotoring.net, and then we're Titan Motoring on both Instagram and Facebook. Okay,
cool. So you guys, thank you very much for joining us and taking a look at all of this awesome work in progress going on here at Titan Motoring. Thank you very much, Phil. I really appreciate it. And we will definitely be back and check out some of the progress that you've got going on and future stuff in here. All right, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cars and Coffee Dave will return next week. I know we've got a couple live shoots lined up, and I'm just going to try to evade the noise as long as I can. And I want to give people just one more look at this this Shelby Mustang that we didn't see earlier. If you guys like what you've seen, go like Titan Motorsports on Facebook, on Instagram. We'll see you all at Nashville Cars and Coffee coming up on September 1st. It's going to be a great morning with some good weather. And then, of course, if you like me, Cars and Coffee Dave, tell your friends about Cars and Coffee Dave. Like it, share this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.